Hello and welcome to another episode of Indie Corner. I'm Jay, and every Wednesday I'll be listing off a bunch of upcoming Wii U indie titles through a series of 14 quick videos and describe why they're an interesting addition to the Wii U library. Today we're going to focus on role-playing games, listing off as many as I can, all within 5 minutes. Also, please keep in mind that some of the footage shown for these titles is still in early development. Starting off our list, we have Pier HD, developed by Watermelon Co. Get a chance to play this remastered title originally released in 2010 for the Mega Drive. Watermelon Co. President Tulio is promising some interesting features that make use of the Wii U's second screen, which will be adding to the gameplay. The story focuses around 3 best friends who must seek a very rare magic herb to cure one of their father's illness. However, the plot develops into something much larger surrounding Pier and the Great Architects. Pier HD is set to appear in the eShop this April. Our next title is Eternal Eden Ecclesia, developed by Blossomsoft. This is a sequel to the 2008 title, Eternal Eden, and we'll see the return of many original characters. In this installment, the player explores a world that's constantly influenced by 4 powerful reality paradigms. Combat mechanics include a strategic tile-based battle system that allows players to move and interact with their environment. No release date has yet been announced for this title. Up next is Two Brothers, developed by Ackk Studios. Explore this monochromatic world as Roy Gardner as you continue to seek for color and change your world from 8-bit monochrome to full 16-bit color. This title is filled with a non-linear story, multiple endings, and plenty of side quests. When the player encounters the inevitable game over screen, they are whisked off into the realm of the dead full of color instead of the typical title screen. Here, players get to interact with characters that have died in the actual storyline and gather clues to progress further in the monochromatic land of the living. Two Brothers is expected to make its way to the Nintendo eShop sometime this year. Moving on to our next title, we have Dex, developed by Dreadlocks Ltd. Explore the dark alleys of Harbor Prime in this 2D cyberpunk RPG. This title uses a hand-drawn art style and voice-acted interactive dialogue scenes to convey its story. Discover the truth behind an enigmatic AI striving to reach the singularity, all while unlocking new skills and abilities. Gameplay mechanics will focus on action and stealth, as well as offer the ability to hack your way through many problems the game throws at you. Dex is expected to appear on the eShop sometime this year. Following up is Terra Incognita, developed by Daniel Steer. This turn-based RPG draws heavy influences from the retro RPGs of the 8-bit and 16-bit era. This game promises to have a deep and immersive storyline with tons of side quests to explore. This title will also feature a pet training system, a pet arena, as well as some secret gear to discover. Daniel Steer is still hard at work on this title, and no release date has yet been announced. Up next we have Soul Saga, developed by Disaster Cake. Soul Saga is a JRPG inspired from many great classics such as Breath of Fire and Final Fantasy. The story is set 300 years after a terrible cataclysm destroyed the world. Join Mythos and Liege as they try and save their home island in the sky Madonia from falling through a weakening protective barrier of clouds. Combat is triggered by coming into contact with an enemy on screen. Some enemies will often have slight puzzle elements to defeating them. Soul Saga is expected to release on the eShop in the last quarter of this year. Now we have Liege, developed by Codagames. Liege is a party-based tactical RPG that uses hand-drawn art assets for its presentation. The story focuses on a few characters aligned across various factions in a civil war and how their paths eventually converge. The story is written for an adult audience and focuses on conflicted, intertwined, and human characters. You won't find any random battles in this game as combat is seamless as you wander through the realm. This first installment of the trilogy is expected to be released in the earlier part of this year. Our next title is Festival of Magic, developed by Snowcastle Games. As either Aemon or Ivy, you must stop the coming war by unlocking the mysteries of the world and prevent an ancient, magical cult from seizing its power. This turn-based game offers a rich, non-linear story, organic crafting, no random encounters, your own home base to improve, and the choice to switch between a male or female protagonist at any time. A unique feature this title offers is a harvesting minigame which is tightly linked with combat and character progression. This title is expected to be released in the first half of 2015. Last on the list is Churbles, developed by Crash Gems. This turn-based simulation RPG features cute but tough characters known as Churbles. With the world in peril, you must choose one Churble to become a legendary hero by embarking on quests for resources, glory, and fame. The game features 63 possible combinations for each Churble's playstyle, as well as tons of customization. Look for this title in the eShop closer to this holiday season. That's all I have for a list of role-playing games. Thanks for joining me, and for more Wii U indie game list and coverage, tune into NintendoEnthusiast.com.